What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to give you guys an initial review on the Continental VikingContact 7 winter tires that I recently had installed on my Honda Civic Si. So real quick, just giving you a look at the tread pattern. As you can see, it's got this nice directional aggressive design, which will be super effective in wet and snow conditions. Also, it's got full depth sipes, so Continental claims that you will have the same performance when worn as when new. So probably not in deep snow, but in light snow and rain or mildly adverse conditions, if your tire is worn and you still have those sipes, you're gonna be good to go. But yeah, for the most part, if you are concerned with deep snow traction, I would look for the winter wear bar and make sure that you still have tread above that bar. It's also got snow claws, so in between some of the blocks for additional traction on snow or in deep snow. It's got canola oil for improved braking on snow and ice, and even in the dry. So real quick, looking at the sidewall, 205 55 16 T-rated tire. It's got the Three Peak Mountain Snowflake in two different locations, but very close to each other. Some tires have just one severe snowflake certification, others have two. But anyway, on to my initial review. So when I was first driving on these tires home from the tire shop, one thing I noticed is that road noise was almost non-existent. So these are some of the quietest winter tires on the market right now. Pirelli with their Cinturado Winter 3 years ago or so, or maybe it was 4 years ago, I don't know, but it's been a few years since their launch of the Cinturado Winter. They claimed that it was the quietest winter tire on the market, but that was before the VikingContact 7. Of course, I have not driven on the Pirelli, so I can't really compare the two in terms of road noise, but I can tell you, if you're looking for a quiet set of winter tires, these are the ones to buy. They're definitely quieter than the Bridgestone Blizzak WS80s I previously had on this car. Those were moderately noisy. So yeah, noise, one of the first things I noticed is it was a very quiet ride. Also, one other thing I noticed is that fuel economy has gone up from the Blizzaks. So these will give you great fuel economy. These are an extra load tire, so a little bit stiffer sidewall, but not as stiff as like a run flat. Speaking of which, if I'm not mistaken, these tires have the ContiSeal technology, which what that does is when you get a puncture, like a small puncture from like a nail or a needle, you could theoretically just take that nail or needle out with a pair of pliers, for example, and the tire won't have any leakage or a need to be plugged like a normal tire. So I'd say that is a perfect solution to run flats. So, I think Continental run flats also have this technology, so that way if you get a puncture, you don't have to have the tire plugged, because you can't plug a run flat anyway. If you puncture a run flat, it's done. The tire is done. It needs to be replaced. And likely you need to replace, well, if you have a two-wheel drive vehicle, you need to replace the tire directly on the opposite side of it. But if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle, you have to replace all four tires. So that's one reason I don't like run flats, and why I will never buy run flats, is they are expensive, and if you make one mistake and puncture your tires, you're screwed. So great solution to run flats. is the ContiSeal. So that way you can get a small puncture, take that nail out, and you don't have to worry about having it plugged because there won't be any leak and you won't go flat. But if you have a large puncture, say from like a sharp rock, that's when the tire will need to be repaired or replaced. So just something to keep in mind. A lot of Continental tires have ContiSeal. I wish other tire brands would implement similar strategies. In fact, they may. I'm probably just not aware of it. So, also, and back to the road noise thing. So, on my mom's Mercedes, we have a set of Michelin Latitude X-Ice 2s, and they were quiet at first, but now I notice a moderate tread growl when up to speed. It's nothing too bad. It's definitely quiet. They're still quieter than the Blizzaks that I previously had on my Civic. But I'd say so far the Continentals beat these in terms of noise, and I'm pretty sure the only reason for that is because these are an older design. So this was replaced by the Michelin X-Ice Snow SUV, and Michelin, they are striving to make their newer tires noise-free. So their new Cross Climate 2, you know, people complained about the road noise from the outgoing Cross Climate Plus and Cross Climate SUV. So they took that feedback and they engineered the Cross Climate 2 to be quiet. So you'll have a quiet ride despite having a directional tread, which makes it an all-weather tire. Well, that and the rubber compound. So yeah, I would imagine the X-Ice Snow SUV would give you a quieter ride. So it's nice to know. But that's pretty much it for this review. So if you enjoyed, smash the thumbs up in the face, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, do what you guys do best. Peace out till next time.